Hello and welcome to the TMC Newsroom. My name is Rich Tehrani. As always, thanks for watching. We are at the Cloud Expo 2011 in Manhattan. On our program today is Larry Hill, who's the Business Development Partner at Full360. And Larry, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Rich.
So tell me what's happening at Full360. What do you guys do?
Well, we do the intersection between the cloud and business intelligence. So we take data warehousing, reporting, dashboards, query, that sort of thing. We take it to the cloud for small, medium business and for large enterprises.
Now, your typical customer would be what or who?
So there's a couple of use cases. We have a platform. It's a platform as a service that delivers the Jaspersoft Business Intelligence Suite, all running on the Vertica analytic database and with the Talend open source ETL underneath. We package that all up, configure it, pre-configure it, and manage and support it, and put it up on the Amazon web for companies to use. A small, medium business might use it as an enterprise data warehouse and reporting platform. A large enterprise might use it as a data mart strategy in conjunction with a larger Teradata or MicroStrategy data warehouse. And ISVs and e-commerce sites will use it as client reporting, both internal and client reporting, for their software applications.
What trends have you seen in the market lately?
Well, certainly a much bigger acceptance of the cloud, in particular around security. More and more companies are starting to get comfortable. They've listened. We're an Amazon partner. We think Amazon has got a particularly good story around cloud security. As a matter of fact, they've got there's a 30 or 40 page white paper. If you care to go down to the very lowest levels of detail. They've got a very good story for cloud security, so we see a growing acceptance of that, and then companies start to look at the cost savings and the flexibility of using the cloud as a computing platform, and in some cases it's a very dramatic difference. We did a quote in the middle of last year for one of the very large banks in New York where they had 4 internal servers that were doing a particular business intelligence application. And the comparable servers on Amazon would have been $40,000 a year. Their internal cost was $350,000. So it was 9 times as much money internal.
Wow, so that was per year, the $350,000
per year,
per year for service and things like
that?
Yeah,
so it was about $1 million with the internal overhead,
right, staffing and things like that.
It would have been about $1 million worth of savings over 3 years.
Right, purchasing probably, maybe a larger data center, or if the rent gets allocated of the percentage of the data center that they use, things like that, right?
It was really just simply the cost of the 4 servers plus the overhead and resources to maintain them and operate them.
Amazing.
And that's what this is a bank that felt that it was getting the best price from its vendors, so they had the lowest costs around. And it frankly created quite a stir inside the bank that their internal costs were so much higher than what Amazon was charging.
Amazing.
Because Amazon's got a profit margin on top of their price.
Right. But they're buying in just such volume that it's staggering.
Well, it was a great factoid that came out of an interview with the Amazon general manager recently. They said on a daily basis, they're adding as much capacity to the Amazon cloud as the full Amazon.com website as it existed in the year 2000 when it was a $2.8 billion enterprise. So they're adding that much capacity every single day.
Wow.
And it's massive. It's just massive. I mean, it's probably, we're in a pretty fair-sized room here at the Javits. It's probably a room this size every day.
So what are your predictions for the future of the cloud? What are we going to see?
Well, certainly more acceptance. A lot of companies the small, medium businesses have used it before and they're going in, whole hog. They understand that the security is good. You can't beat the price performance. And certainly the flexibility of being able to go 10 times larger in a matter of a few minutes. If they're either their online demand or very large reports, reports are required. That what they call elasticity in the cloud is just unmatchable for a small, medium business. So they're going into it very quickly. The businesses above $500 million and $1 billion are a little bit more cautious. We've seen quite a sort of a backlash among IT, with private clouds, and we can do that internally just as efficiently as Amazon can do it in the cloud. And I haven't seen that play out in terms of real price performance. It's just more expensive and less agile to do it yourself than to let Amazon, provision computing resources of the entire infrastructure for you.
So what's next for Full360?
So we're a very close partner with two of our application vendors, the folks at JasperSoft, which is the leading open source business intelligence application out there, and the Vertica folks, the leading analytical database. It's a database that's optimized for business intelligence, query, analytics, that sort of thing, not transaction processing. They were just purchased by Hewlett-Packard a few weeks ago and are becoming a mainstream database for HP. So we've got to go to market strategy with each one of the companies to help them into the cloud and take their platforms into the cloud in a broader basis. So we've got a very exciting year coming up for us.
Great. Well, good luck.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks.
Nice to see you.